One is OnKeyPress, another one is called OnKeyUp. OnKeyPress and OnKeyUp. See the first one, first text box is OnKeyPress, where we are calling a function called one and we are passing the parameter as a value. We are passing the parameter as a value. We are passing the parameter as a value. Okay. Next, inside that, what is the value? So value is holding 1, 2, 3. Value is holding 1, 2, 3. Now let me come to the browser and press any key here. Suppose I press call K. Before K, the event got fired. K is not showing anywhere, but alert came, like function got call. After pressing OK, the K will present here. Let me press as a M. You will find K will come, M will not come, because M is still on the way. So OnKeyPress event will take the current value, not current value, it will take the old value. It will not take the current value. What you are pressing, that will not come. Next one you have called OnKeyUp. In OnKeyUp also we are calling the same function. OnKeyUp we are calling the same function and we are passing the value 1, 2, 3. Now let us say, when we go here and click on this and write call, again I'll enter call M. You can see 1, 2, 3 M appear. Even M came in the alert also. That represent OnKeyUp will give you the old value as well as new value. OnKeyPress will give you only old value. It will not give you the new value. Correct? OnKeyUp will give you the old value and new value both. OnKeyPress will give you only old value. Next event come, write call on. Okay. Next you write call on key down. On key down. On key down, we can write here on key down, on key down. 1 value equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, so hope ready. Now let us check how it is going to work. So we'll run the file and we'll see. Other people can hear me? Okay. So the person who messaged, someone who messaged. You are only saying, Monica, you are not able to hear. You are only replying, you are able to hear.
Now it is audible, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now go ahead, key down. Right here on key down, and let's come to the browser. On key down. Okay, on key down, how it work? Let's go here. In on key down also, if you press the key, alert will get fired. See, when I press M, you can see alert came. So on key press and on key down, both are similar. Okay, on key press and on key down, both are similar, whereas on key up is different. Until unless will not press any key, will not come to know. Now come to the next one, that is on focus. On focus. On focus. On focus. On focus. So as soon as your cursor will go there, alert will come. As soon as your cursor will go there, alert will come. As soon as the cursor will go there, you can see alert will come. Check once. Here, as soon as the cursor will go, alert will come. That is called focus. Means when your cursor will come in, that's called a focus. When the cursor will come in, that is called a focus. Okay, when the cursor will come in, that is called a focus. When the cursor will come inside, as soon as the cursor will come inside, your event will call. See, as soon as the cursor come here, event will be called. Okay, go next. Now copy the same, paste after that, call it on blur. On blur. On blur. We can write here on blur, on blur. Call the function one on blur. Okay, on blur. Now let us see how on blur will work. On focus, whenever your cursor will go, you can see alert will keep coming. In which case, on focus. But on blur, when your cursor will go here, when the cursor will go under the text box, no problem. Type also no problem. Key press up down also no problem. When alert will come, when event will fire, if you keep outside, if you click outside. After typing, if you click outside, then event will fire. That is called on blur. When you click and after clicking, once you click outside, then event will come. That is called on blur. That is called on blur. Okay. So let us see it again. Go inside the last text box, type something and click outside, alert will come. On blur. On blur means when your cursor will go outside. You go inside the text box, type anything, no problem at all. Once your cursor will go outside, then alert will come. Once the cursor will go outside, then alert will come. That is called on blur. So hope it's running for all. We have one function called, okay, we have one function, one event called OnLoad. OnLoad also we can see in the same file. So come up and on body tag, on body tag, on load, you can call here onload equal to call the function, same function one, and inside that you can pass some string here. Inside the function one, you can pass some string called welcome back in single quote. In single quote, right here called welcome back. Okay, then now how to run it? Let's come refresh your page. Simply you refresh your page. Once you refresh the page, it will say welcome back. Again refresh the page, welcome back. Whenever you refresh the page, that function will call onload. Whenever you refresh the page, that function will call onload, 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 onload every time. Okay. Now after this, we'll come to the another one. We have one more function called, one more event called onSubmit, but that we'll see under the form validation. Once we come for form validation, then we can see onSubmit. Now let me open the developer guide. What should be the next step? should be related to inner HTML and inner text. So you are here, you saw this college type of window, then we saw this one mouse related. We saw this one called key press, key up, key down. OnLoad also you saw. Okay, next file will create data binding one.html in the same folder. Which folder? Same data binding folder. Next file you create data binding one to understand what is the inner HTML, what is the inner text, and what is the dot value. First we'll understand the inner text and inner HTML. Then we'll come to the next. In data binding folder, data binding one.html. Data binding one.html. Start from the HTML. Follow the head section. Open the script. Close the script. Follow the body tag. Okay, let's go ahead. Right inside H1 data binding example. Data binding examples. Okay, now come down. Write a button called inner text and one more button called inner HTML. Now come down below, write a BR, 2 BR you can write, 1 BR is also okay. Write a division ID equal to anything XYZ. And keep here call no data. Call no data. On button click. On click you will call a function call 1. On click you will call one more function 2. Okay. Now write two function 1 alert high, write one more function function 2 call hello. Check now, run the file, button click check, both alert is coming. Button click, both alerts will come. Okay, suppose you get the alert. Okay, next after this we need to use the inner text and inner HTML. What is that? Main important part of your JavaScript. Using that every time you can send the value and you can receive the value. Okay. Now come write a variable here. Write a variable before function. Write a variable before function called data equal to in double quote h1 open and close write a welcome, and then after that close the H1, open the P tab, welcome, and then write JavaScript. Close the P tab. Okay, ready? Next, go ahead. So you wrote a variable called data, and data is holding the H1 and data is holding the P tag. Now inner text and inner HTML, what it do? So first understand in your current page, how many tags we have used? HTML, head, body, H1, button, BR, division, okay? So in current page, whichever the tag we have used, all the tags are going to known as the element in JavaScript. All the tags we can call it the element in JavaScript. Okay. Right. So it says like inside one HTML file from beginning to last, how many tags you are using, all the tags will be called as the element. So we have so many elements inside. Now what we want as soon as we click on button, first button, then using inner text, this data variable, under data variable we have some content. This data variable we want to send to this division. Data variable we want to send to the division. Which variable? Data variable that is holding the H1 and that is holding the P tag. We will send to the division. What is the ID of division? XYZ. Then how this JavaScript is going to understand where to take and where to send? For that you have to write some certain syntax. What is that? It says like document means current page. DOCUMENT. Document dot get element by ID. Capital or small you will write in the same format. Document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. Which ID? So get element by ID is a function. Get element by ID is a function. Get element by ID is a function. It is available inside the JavaScript library. Get element by ID is a predefined function. It is available under the JavaScript library. Now using the get element by ID, we are going to find out an element whose ID is XYZ. So what it will do? Document dot means in current page, find out those elements, those tags whose ID is XYZ. if XYZ font, so you can see XYZ we have here. If XYZ font, then using inner HTML, not inner HTML, using inner text, assign the data variable. Using inner text, assign the data variable. So in data variable, whichever the content you have, using inner text, you are sending to XYZ element. Those element ID is XYZ. Those element whose ID is XYZ. So XYZ we have here, to XYZ, it will assign the data. Now copy the same line and come down to the second function, right side XYZ dot inner HTML. Inner HTML equal to data. XYZ dot inner HTML equal to data. XYZ dot inner HTML. One place we follow the inner text, and second place we follow inner HTML. You will write exactly same. Inner text is the predefined, T is the capital. Inner HTML, HTML is capital. You will write the similar. Save it now. We'll run the page and we'll see what difference is going to come. Save the file, and after that, let's come to the browser. We'll run the file and see using inner text what will happen, using inner HTML what will happen. Inner text will display P tag and H1 tag in the browser. Inner text will display the P tag as well as H1 tag in the browser, whereas inner HTML will not display the H1 and P tag in the browser. Something like this. Inner text, when I click, you can see H1 is coming and paragraph is also coming here. But when we write inner HTML, this is called H1 welcome, and this is called paragraph JavaScript. Correct? So check once. Hope your function should work. Inner text used to send only text data in the browser. Inner text used to send only text data in the browser. Inner HTML used to send text and HTML, both type of data in the browser. Okay, inner text used to send only text data, and inner HTML used to send text plus HTML both. Text plus HTML both. Running? Yes, no. Inner text, inner HTML. You got some idea? Inner text will display you only text data. You can see here. Inner HTML is sending as a HTML data. So to display the text message, we will use the inner text, and to display the HTML output, we will use the inner HTML tag. Okay, so these two property is going to help us always. Inner text and inner HTML is going to help us always. Now we will understand the next example of dot value. What is the use of the value property? These three are used together. Sometime you have to use the text, sometime you have to use inner HTML, sometime you have to use dot value. So inner text and HTML, you can write here in the note. Okay. Inner text and inner HTML is especially used for the output tag. Okay. Inner HTML and inner text. Inner HTML and inner text used for inner text and inner HTML used for only output tag. Only output tag. Inner text and inner HTML used only for output tag. Now come for next example. Create next file data binding 2.html. Inner text and inner HTML used for only output tag. Output tag, what is that? Suppose here we are sending this output in the browser, right? But where you are sending? You are sending to division. So division is the output tag. In division or paragraph or H1 or H2, H3, you want to send dynamic data from JavaScript, you have to use inner text or inner HTML only. For input tag, we have a property called dot value. For input tag, we have to use a property called dot value. Now create next file. Data binding 2.html. HTML open close. Follow the head section again. Under the head, you will follow the script again. Use the body tag. Now under body tag, write one H1 again. Dot value and inner text. Example. Dot value and inner text example. Dot value and inner text example. Come down. Create a paragraph. Under the paragraph, create a text box like enter your name. Enter your name. Input type equal to text. ID equal to anything. ABC. Come down. After this, write one button. Call print my name. Print my name. On click, call the function call one, and let us see first. Okay, so now come down to the script part. Write a function one. Inside, keep the alert here. Call hi. So check first your alert hi is coming or not. If alert hi is coming, then we are on the track. So running, hi is coming alert, on click. See, print my name, I will come. Print my name, I will come. Now let's go inside, and instead of printing the hi, whatever the name the user is going to enter, that name we should print. So write a variable name equal to document dot get element by ID document dot get element by ID, which ID? ABC dot value, ABC dot value. Okay, document dot get element by ID, ABC dot value. So now it will take the value of ABC field. Then you will ask, value we have not added. Value is the default property. Whatever the value you will enter, whatever the content you will enter, it will go under the value property only. If you want to see that, let's write here value equal to Ganesh. Now value become as a Ganesh. So when we write ABC dot value, what will come? Ganesh will come, and it will go to the name variable. As soon as you click on button, function one will call. Function one will take the value from the text box, right? And it will assign to the name variable. Now alert this name variable. Alert this name variable. Okay, check that. Running or not running? Enter your, suppose Ganesh is here, print my name. See, are you getting alert as a Ganesh? So when we click here, print my name, alert will come as a Ganesh. Whichever the default value that it will come. Now write here call Ganesh Bangalore. So alert will come as a Ganesh Bangalore. You can see alert Ganesh Bangalore is coming. Those value we need to capture from here and display below, saying like Ganesh Bangalore. So you are going to take the value from the text box and you need to display under the H1. H1 is the output tag. For this, give ID equal to anything. MSC. Okay, now come to the code again. Right here, document.getElement by ID, document.getElement by ID, MSC. You are taking from ABC, value you are taking from ABC, and the same value you are going to assign to MSC. Dot inner text equal to name. Inner text equal to name. Document.getElement by ID, ABC.value, document.getElement by ID, MSC.inner text equal to name. Okay, hope ready. Let us see now. We'll run the page and we'll see it should take the value from the text box and the same value should get assigned to H1. You are taking from the ABC as a value. So what is that? Ganesh. Ganesh will go to the name variable and the same name variable using inner text you are sending to MSC. So Ganesh will come from the text box and display under the H1. We'll go here and we'll print on my name. You can see printing as a Ganesh. Now Ganesh is coming bigger. Why? Because it is inside the H1. You can see here H1 you are given ID equal to MSG and under the same MSG you are sending the name. Now name came from where? Name came from the ABC dot value. ABC is pointing to whom? ABC pointing to the text box. What is the value of text box? Ganesh. Ganesh will come, will go to the name and from name it will assign to the MSG. Okay, something like this. Enter something else also. Bangalore. It will come. Ganesh. Bangalore will come. Ganesh MCA. Ganesh Bangalore MCA will come. Right. So this is the taking the value from text box and displaying inside the output element. Taking from the input element and displaying under the output element. So while taking, you follow the dot value. While displaying, you follow the inner text. Save it now. Check once. Anyone have error? Okay, let's go ahead. We'll create next file now. Okay. Or let it be the file same. Do some more thing in this. It is displaying here Ganesh, print my name. Ganesh is printed. Now, after Ganesh, we want to print how many characters is the name. What is the length of this character? Okay. So come to the page. After the H1, write one P tag. P tag. After the H1, write one P tag. And under the P tag, you write ID equal to total. ID equal to total, right, call 0, 0. And here also you can write dot dot dot. So it will say nothing is there on the top, dot 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 is there, and below length is showing as a 0. When we click on button, JavaScript will take the value as a Ganesh. JavaScript will find how many characters inside the Ganesh, and that value will be displayed inside the page. That value will be displayed inside the page. Okay, so hope you saved it. Now come up and inside the function write one more line. Document dot get element by ID. So in current page, in current document, you are searching those element whose ID is total. Dot inner text equal to keep as a 100. So what will happen here? Every time how many character you are entering, no matter, it will display total as a 100. Total as a 100. Okay. That 100 we can make as a dynamic. It should be based on number of character. How many character you enter inside? That should be the length of the. Okay. Now come next. Run the page and see how it is saying. See, Ganesh and below how much? 100. But Ganesh is 246 character. It should display total is 6 only. So what we will do at this place, we will write name dot length. Name dot length. Name dot length. It will display the length of name what is holding. So under the name Ganesh is going to come. So it will get the length of Ganesh. Sometime we will write Ganesh Bangalore. So it will get the length of Ganesh Bangalore and display inside the. Okay, saved it. Let us check now. So we can go and click on my name. It's in total how many? 6. Ganesh, enter call Bangalore. Correct. You can see total length of the Ganesh and Bangalore. Right. Marathali. It will give you the length of Ganesh, Bangalore, Marathali. See how many? 20. It includes the space between Bangalore and Marathali space you have, that will also get counted. That will also get counted. Okay, ready? Save now. And let's go for the next example. Next example will be similar, but in that when you type here, automatically it will print below. You don't have to click on button. In next example, we'll not make something where we need to click on button. Directly once you start typing here, that value will appear. Okay, so for that, we have to create next file data binding 3. Data binding 3. .html. You can copy and paste the data binding to A to Z. A to Z of data binding to copy and paste here. Data binding to code you copy and paste in that. And data binding to copy and paste in data binding 3. Okay, so hope copy paste is done. Now in data binding 3 file, first you remove this button. Remove the button. After that, then how the function will get called? If a button will remove, then how the function will call? No problem. In key text box only on key up. On key up equal to call the function one. Okay. In text box itself, on key up equal to call the function one. On key up equal to call the function. Okay, hope ready. Run this file. Data binding 3. In function, you have not done any changes. Just on key up, you call the function 1. Now, whenever you type any character and leave the key, when you press the key and leave the key, whenever you leave the key, function 1 will call. Function 1 will call. Function 1 will take the value of text box and the value will go to the MSG. And the same time, it will get the length of name and display to where? Total. Save now. Let's go into the data binding 3 file. So in this click, you have removed and you made a on key. Ganesh is there. Let's go. Ganesh 7. Bangalore. Right. Marathali. India. 5637. Something like this. When you type any character, what will happen? At the type of key up, the event will call and it will take the value and give to JavaScript. And JavaScript will assign the value to where? HTML. Hope working. Page is working, able to pass the value. Next, after this, now in the same file, create 2 more buttons to understand the next feature. Write a button called red. Write a button called green, blue. Red, green, blue. Now using JavaScript, you will change the text color. You are displaying the text under the MSG, like name, Ganesh and all. So when we click on red button, the text will convert into red. When you click on green, the text will convert into green. Click on blue, the text will convert into blue. On click, call a function call 2. On click, call a function call 3. On click, call a function call 4. Two, three, 4. Okay. Now come up. We have to write the function call 2, 3, and 4. 2 is the red, 3 is the green, and 4 is the blue. We will write the function variable 2 TWO document.getElement by id style you have to call here dot color equal to red. So in MSG, the image is pointing to H1. So in H1 you are applying the style, and from a style you are taking the property called color, and for that you are setting the value called red. Okay, because in JavaScript we don't have directly style. You have to take the style from the CSS, and then you can apply to the any HTML tag. So we wrote here msg.style.color equal to red. So what will happen? Whichever the name is displaying in the browser, it will come in the red color. Okay. Third is green, blue. Write this one, copy again, paste below. Function 3 as a green. And function 4 as a blue. 4 as a blue. Save it. Click on each button. Right? Hope ready? Let us come to the browser. You write it slowly, then we'll see. Check now, working. So let us see something like this. If you click on type first Ganesh Bangalore, BANGALORE, Ganesh Bangalore. Click on red, red will happen, green, blue. Right? Red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue will happen as soon as you click. So you are setting the style only, but not directly with the help of JavaScript. On button click, we call JavaScript, and button click, JavaScript change the style. Okay, work for all. Line number after line number 21. This is the HTML. HTML code button click, you are calling the function. Okay, happening. Then see you tomorrow again with the next challenge of JavaScript. This file I will send you in the chat now. Data binding 1 to 3 will come in your chat. Download it.